but let's get started. Let's kind of give them, let's walk them through. Can we do that? Is that okay with you all? That we walk you through? Let's go, Law.
Okay, so as you guys know, Coach has his other health issues, his vascular stuff. So every year, Coach goes for a CT scan of his vascular pattern to make sure, the blood clots are away. So with this scan, everything turned out really great from the vascular side. About 2 weeks later, we get a text from his primary care doctor that said, I need to talk to you and Coach. We need to refer you guys to a urologist. So about 3 days later, we go see a urologist. They go in for a quick procedure. The urologist told us, hey, within 10 minutes, I can tell you guys if he's going to need another procedure or if we just need to do these follow-up appointments. And the doctor told us, okay, you guys are going to need another procedure. I'm going to refer you to my colleague, Dr. Kurkasia. But at this point, you have a bladder tumor. And from there, we'll go get it removed. And then Dr. Kurkasia, it was, go ahead.
Yeah, so we proceeded with removal of the bladder tumor. It showed a very aggressive...
Let's go backwards because you guys gave me options that scared me to death.
Oh, well, once we knew.
We'll get there. I'll get there.
Okay, sorry.
We removed the tumor. It was very high grade, invading through the bladder wall, not into the muscle layer, something we call very high risk, non-muscle invasive bladder cancer. So we did discuss options. We discussed some options of treatment in the bladder, and we discussed bladder removal as well. Given his commitments to his family and to the team, elected to undergo a bladder removal. We performed a full robot-assisted laparoscopic bladder removal and creation of a new bladder. And I am pleased to report that the results from the surgery are that he is cured from the cancer.
You can clap. It's okay. Rick was aware of what was transpiring. He's been A1 and down there, just a blessing. Came to Texas to see me as well. But this was not an easy task because it was a changing kind of a lifestyle. And with Lauren and I coming from Jackson, this is how many surgeries?
From 2021, this is surgery number 14.
Surgery number 14. I had more surgeries out of the game than I did in the game. Like, what is going on? So, but they were so wonderful. You were such a blessing, guiding me to, taking me through, verbalizing every darn detail so that I could make an educated decision, which some didn't want me to go that way. They wanted me to go the other way. But I trusted and believed in you 100%. And the process wasn't easy. Just like it was some scenes that you saw, all the bull junk that transpired on draft day. It wasn't just that. It was just I knew as well I had a surgery coming up. My sons to this day don't know what transpired. I just told them something with my foot, again, because I wanted them to focus on making the team and not focused on dad. So they really don't know. My daughters do, and this joker right here, much love to my son, Junior, who have not left my side since we found out what was taking place. Not one day. He's been with me here, been with me in Texas, been with me everywhere, every day, and I've seen his handsome face. And I love you to life, son, and I thank you for everything you bring to the table. But this wasn't easy. Men, everybody, get checked out. Because if it wasn't for me getting tested for something else, they wouldn't have stumbled up on this. And make sure you go to get the right care, because without wonderful people like this, I probably wouldn't be sitting here today, because it grew so expeditiously, I could say. But please get yourself checked out, especially African-American men. We don't like going to the doctors. We don't like nothing to do with a doctor. You know that. So I'm not just talking to the brothers. I'm talking to my Caucasian brothers, my Hispanic brothers, my Asian brothers, my everybody, and my sisters. And that's all, y'all. Get checked out, because it could have been a whole another gathering if I had. I'm thankful. It's been a tremendous journey. It's been tough. I think I dropped 25 pounds. I was like a Atlanta Falcon prime at one point, and just dealing with the catheter, dealing with all the stuff that I had to deal with. And right now I'm still dealing with going to the bathroom. Like, it's a whole life change. Like, I can't, and I'm going to be transparent, I can't pee like I used to pee. It's totally different. And she not only is a blessing, but she provided other persons that have gone through what I've gone through so that I could talk to them and get some solace and understand, like, what I'm facing, not just from a doctor, but from another individual. And to have that been told, like, it's a totally different life. I mean, thank God. I depend on depend. If you know what I mean. I truly depend on depend. Like, I cannot control my bladder. So I get up to go to the bathroom already 4 or 5 times a night, but then I'm sitting up there waking up, like my grandson. We in the same thing. We got the same problem right now. We going through the same trials and tribulations. We're trying to see who has the heaviest bag at the end of the night. Like, it's ridiculous. But I'm making a joke out of it, but it's real. Like, it is real. It is real. It is real. So if you see porta potty on the sideline, it's real. Okay? I'm just telling you right now, you're going to see it. You're going to see practice. You're going to see one, because it is unbelievable. Like, dozing off and waking up, first thing I'm grabbing my crotch to see if I peed on myself. And it's just totally different. And I know it's a lot of people out there going through what I'm going through and dealing with what I'm dealing with. And let's stop being ashamed of it. And let's deal with it. And let's deal with it head on. And there's so many other companies out there that do a wonderful job, but I'm thankful that we have a relationship with the pen, and we're making some other products, trying to make other products that to help all of us through. But it's been tremendous. These two, Lauren came down to Texas and was there with me during it the whole way.
If you're just joining us here on CBS Sports HQ, we're following that breaking news. Deion Sanders and his medical team having a press conference saying that Deion had a cancerous bladder tumor removed. The doctors have cleared him of invasive bladder cancer, and we're going to have our very own Shahan Jayaraja reacting on the other side. That's right here on HQ. Coach Deion Sanders underwent a procedure to have a cancerous bladder tumor removed. At today's press conference, Sanders' doctor said he is now cleared of non-muscle invasive bladder cancer. Coach Prime says he will be on the sidelines this season after getting cleared by his doctors. Sanders is entering his 3rd season with Colorado, coming off of a 9-4 year, and that included two-way star Travis Hunter winning the Heisman Trophy. The Buffs open up their season on August 29th, hosting Georgia Tech in Boulder.
All right, sorry about related to football, but you have a great coaching staff. How much have you relied on that, and how much will we rely on them this season, maybe to help out?
I don't have to rely on them. I'm back, baby. I'm back. I don't rely on them no more. I'm gonna be with them. The Bible says, remember the rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Okay, so we're gonna comfort one another. And I love them. We have a wonderful staff, and thank God that they're good enough that I don't have to babysit. I don't have to be there every minute too. And I know they got that. It ain't like I told them anything. I think they found out yesterday, like the team found out. They didn't know. And first of all, constantly, let me thank God for our team, Sam, our team that didn't disclose this to anyone. We did a good job. Usually you have a couple of leaks, but we were pretty good that we didn't disclose this to anyone, because you guys definitely would have told it. So I'm thankful for that as well. But Sarah, thank God, baby. I love you to life. Every time we go to the hospital.
All right, let's welcome on Shahan Jayaraja here. Shahan, we're again getting to this breaking news where you know that Deion Sanders underwent a procedure to have a cancerous bladder tumor removed. First things first, Shahan, what is your initial reaction to the news? And we're going to get into his presence on the sideline down the road. But what was your initial feeling when you're hearing this press conference?
Yeah, I mean, it's a big moment, right? I think it's one of those moments that you'll remember for a while. It's crazy to think about that Deion Sanders has had some of the health issues that he's had. And, you have to give him a lot of credit. I think he's handled things in a really good way. What we've heard is that he had been in constant communication with the University of Colorado, with Rick George, their athletic director. And I think that because he was able to be so transparent in this moment, the hope is that, one, it's something that I think helps a lot of people understand that, hey, you know what, you got to be looking out for this. And two, I think it means that he's able to step back in at the University of Colorado and get right back to work.
Yeah, he said, I'm back. I'm right back to work. But Shahan, what do you think we can expect to see logistically? What does that look like? Because as you mentioned, Coach Prime was being very open, very vulnerable, and he shared with us different aspects of his life that have to change as a result of this. So what do you think that's going to look like with him coaching in 2025?
Yeah, it'll be very interesting to watch. One thing that he mentioned in his press conference is there might be a porta potty on the sideline to maybe be ready for him. And I think that that's what this is going to be. I think that Colorado has done a really good job of accommodating some of the struggles physically that Deion Sanders has had. But I think that that's all they're going to have to be is accommodations. I think he's still going to be on the sideline. I think he's still going to be very involved. He is as dynamic a personality as we've really ever had in college football. And I expect that he's going to be ready for game one, and he's going to be ready to run his team back out onto the field.
So if we're pushing it forward, Shahan, of course, there's no Shedeur Sanders, no Travis Hunter, a new quarterback that is stepping in. So ultimately, what are your expectations for the Buffs here moving forward in 2025 in the Big 12?
Well, it's so interesting, right? Because this was already going to be such a unique season for Deion Sanders, the first outside of the pandemic season that he's ever coached without his sons, Shedeur and Shiloh. So this is going to be a different kind of challenge, I think, coming into a roster that has a lot of holes and question marks. Of course, the quarterback battle is at the top of the list. They bring in Caden Salter from Liberty and sign a fantastic true freshman in Julian Lewis. And then defensively, a lot of turnover on the side of the ball as well. So it's going to be a fascinating time. Again, he wasn't really around over the summer during a lot of the recruiting contact periods, but he was there for spring ball. And so I'll be fascinated to see if he can reintegrate himself and, again, get a roster that's ready to go by the time that they have to play games.
Shahan, we certainly appreciate it. I know you've covered the Big 12 for a very, very long time, and joining us here on HQ for that breaking news. Coach Prime, again, undergoing a procedure to have a cancerous bladder tumor removed. And again, at today's presser, his medical team saying he is now cleared of non-muscle invasive bladder cancer. Looking ahead to 2025 in the schedule for the Buffs here, again, it's a world without Shedeur Sanders at quarterback, no Travis Hunter either, and they open up the season on August 29th against Georgia Tech.
Go. The 2025 CBS Sports NFL schedule is here. 18 glorious Sundays.
He's got his receiver touchdown.
Filled with rematches.
Oh, the play of the year.
And rivalries.
Touchdown, Bengals.
Plus, plenty of superstar showdowns. And an